morning, everybody. It is currently 4 o'clock and we are up to go to MEPS, to go to basic training, to ship off to Chicago. I just wanted to make this video because I thought it would be pretty cool to see how I am before I leave and then see how I am after I leave. So my roommate right now is taking a shower, but we are going downstairs for breakfast at 5, and then we leave at 5:30 on our way to MEPS. We should arrive around about 6 at the entrance processing station, and from there I will do my physical part of it, and I will then do my oath of enlistment and then head off to the airport to go to Chicago. So exciting stuff happening. I am excited for boot camp. So Olga already went through and she did great, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Welcome back to my channel. I am back, woo! And hopefully to make more videos for y'all. So today, since I did a Navy MEPS video, I wanted to do a Navy boot camp video since I just got back from boot camp. Give y'all some tips and tell y'all my experience with the whole Navy boot camp. So if you want to hear that, stay tuned and let's get started. So my Navy boot camp was 8 weeks long. Yeah, it's not that long, 2 months, not that bad. And it was in Great Lakes, Illinois, during the time in February. And in February, there's still snow on the ground. So yeah, there was snow on the ground when I arrived at boot camp. And it also snowed while I was a couple weeks in. So yay for that. But the first 48 hours, or what to expect in the first 48 hours, you're gonna walk into Recruit Training Command, RTC, and there will be people, chiefs, and just petty officers just yelling at you. And they're gonna tell you to hurry up and quickly. And I'm sure y'all seen Making the Sailor videos. That's what it's gonna be like whenever y'all get off that bus. And you're gonna have no sleep whatsoever for the first 2 days. You're going to get one phone call, and that's whoever you want to call. Basically, you're going to tell them that you've arrived and that you're going to mail the stuff back, and that's it. Yeah, and then you have to hang up and tell them I love you and stuff like that, and then hang up. This call will be maybe 30 seconds. It won't be any longer than that. They will tell you to, that's enough, and then after that, you just turn off your phone and you just move on for the rest of the night, and you start your whole processing. During that first 2 days, you're going to be doing your urine analysis, so make sure to drink a lot of water. You're also going to be issued your basics, and what I mean by basics is your underwear, your bras if you're a female, your t-shirts, and your PT gear and all that stuff, what you're going to be wearing for a couple of weeks before you get issued these uniforms or your dress uniforms and stuff like that. So that's going to be within the first 48 hours. It's a really long time. It will probably feel like the worst 48 hours of your life, but from there it just gets it gets easier. I don't know, you just get kind of used to it. So your first week will be processing, or what they call P days, or a P week. And actually this week is not counted towards your 8 weeks. So you have 8 weeks and then you have your P days. And P days is where you're officially processing into the whole system and stuff like that. You're going to be doing your medical, your dental, you're going to do your PFA, your running for the 1.5 miles, sit-ups, push-ups, and all that good stuff. You're also going to be, during this week, you're going to meet your RDCs, and they're not going to be tough on y'all during this week, but don't let that fool you, because they will get tougher after this whole processing is over, because that's when they can finally beat you and yell at you and like cuss at you. They'll still yell and cuss at you, but it won't be as bad as you'll experience like the first official week. Also, you're gonna be moving your ship. You're gonna be moving to your ship during this week. So during processing, you are assigned to a compartment, and that's kind of where everybody goes for like processing. But it's not your compartment where you'll be for the next 8 weeks. This will be just your P-Day compartment, and then you'll have to walk over with all of your stuff. I had to do it, and it was like 2 miles just walking to your next ship with a sea bag on your back filled with every single thing that you have. And it's like, and you have to be marching through all of that, so it's kind of it was annoying, but made it through, and it just only makes you stronger. Like, this whole experience will like make you stronger, I can tell you that. Yeah. You're also going to be learning your basics of like watch standing, and they're gonna issue your recruit trainee guide, and this is just basically a book of everything that you're gonna learn in this 8 weeks. And then you're going to get your chain of command. What I did and what I recommend for people to do is start your like letter writing in this part here, because you're gonna have a lot of free time on your hands, and not free time like, oh, you're gonna be like watching TV and stuff like that. No, free time like you're gonna be at your dental or medical just waiting on people, because there's so many other recruits that have to go through that whole entire process as well. So just do your letter writing, and definitely don't fall asleep, because you will be tired, and don't fall asleep because that's when you get yelled at and all this stuff. So instead of going to sleep, you can just write your letters and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna do it week by week of what we did. That's for like you to find out, but I am gonna tell you what, like, for the rest of the weeks, what we did or what to expect. There is going to be a lot of classes, so get used to that. You guys are gonna have a couple of tests dealing with the lessons that you learned in those classes. You're gonna be shooting guns, the 9mm, and you're gonna be having a lot of watch, and a whole lot of fold and stow. And fold and stow is annoying, because it's basically you folding your clothes and putting it in your bunks in a certain way and just doing that. And you have to do that because it's for an inspection. So there's a whole lot of that, so get used to that, because it gets really annoying, but it's easy. It's all easy. Like this 8 weeks, let me tell you, I had fun in boot camp. Like, it wasn't even hard whatsoever. Well, I wouldn't say whatsoever, what the heck. Like, it was difficult, I think, at the time, but like looking back at it, like, I had a blast. I met a lot of people, and it was fun, and you got to do a new thing every single day, so it was pretty fun. You didn't have to worry about anything, because all you have to do is just listen to directions, because they have everything like planned out for you. You're gonna have a lot of inspections during these 8 weeks, on your uniform, on your bunks, how you put away all of your stuff in your bunks and stuff like that. You're gonna do a lot of marching, which is a lot of fun. You get to like see the experience of like starting and then like ending like your marching, and I love that experience. Like, I loved seeing starting off we were just so bad, and then towards the end we were like actually good and started to know we were like in step, and it was really cool to watch, and like it was a fun time. You get to sing like cadences and all that stuff, so it's a lot of fun. Marlin Spike is one of the big things It's like rope handling and all that good stuff. You're gonna be issued more uniforms. Like I said, you're gonna be issued your like these within like a couple of weeks, and then your dress uniforms. Your like 2 types of dress uniforms. Your dress whites, dress blues, and then your of course like your peanut butters. So, and through this experience, you will get beat. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. Just do every exercise. And that is like one tip that I have for y'all, is that if you're getting beat, do the exercise to the best of your ability. Like, I don't like don't goof off and not do any of the exercises, because the RDCs are watching and you will be in their eyes for the rest of the weeks. You will be developing leadership roles, and I'm sure y'all have heard from this whole like many other videos and stuff like that, you can be an AROC, an RPOC, you can become EPO, head PO, laundry PO, and those are just little jobs in like boot camp. The reason that I like these jobs is that sometimes your RDCs will rank you up because they see you in a certain role. And some of these jobs, like for example, RPOC and AROC is really hard, like, and Yeoman, I feel like those were like the worst jobs. They were the hardest jobs out of all of them, I would say. And that's because like y'all were responsible, well, those positions are responsible for basically the whole division. So if the division doesn't work together, then it goes all on them. Like it goes all on them. So they get beat sometimes because of the division and stuff like that. But I recommend being in like a leadership role because that's what got me ranked up in boot camp. So Sundays. On Sundays, you have a thing called holiday routine. And this is from 07 to 13. So it's from 0, 7, and to 1. And during this time, you can go to church, you can take a shower, you can write letters, shine your boots. You can basically do anything you want for those couple of hours. But make sure you definitely take a shower because you're not going to have an opportunity until the very next day. So what I recommend is you actually just go to church. Even if you're not religious or anything like that, just go to church just to get away from your division, from the RDCs. Because it just gets kind of annoying and you just get kind of depressed, and church is just one of those things where it's really nice just to go sing songs and just sit there and just relax and not have to worry about anything. You will receive chow 3 times a day, and I thought the food was really good. I actually really like the food. And get used to peanut butter because that's like the #1 thing. And if you go to boot camp, like you'll find out why everybody just talks about peanut butter and stuff like that. But I ate bread and honey. I had a piece of bread and then I put like honey on it. So good, yum. And also like drink your water during this whole 8 weeks. You're gonna be doing so much or like physical activities and all this stuff, and you're gonna be so tired that you're gonna want to fall asleep. So drink your water, definitely stay hydrated. But yeah, this whole experience wasn't that bad for me whatsoever. I had a lot of fun, and isn't that weird to say like I had fun at boot camp? Like, what in the world? People probably look at me like I'm crazy, but no, I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of great people. You meet some amazing people whenever you go there, and you just have like your own little family there for the 8 weeks because you don't have phones, TVs, or anything like that. So it's a lot of fun. Some things to know before you do go to boot camp, some like definite things you need to know is your 11 general orders. Like, if you remember anything, remember the 11 general orders, because you don't want to be cramming that into your brain during this time. Like you want it to be in your brain already, so that you don't have to worry about anything else. Also know your, like, at least half of your chain of command. At least know who your president and vice president is, like Secretary of Defense, Secretary of the Navy. Make sure you know your Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy. Like, at least know half of those things, because you will receive like the other half in boot camp, going down like all the way to your RDCs. But definitely at least know half of that. That way you don't have to be just cramming all of that into your brain. Also at least know a little bit of what your ranks and recognition look like. There's a lot in the Navy to know the difference of like officers versus enlisted. So definitely refresh your memory on that, and definitely start to get in the habit of kind of knowing all this stuff, because you will be tested on all of this stuff. Like, you will be. I don't know if there was ever a day where I didn't get tested on any of this stuff. Do be able to do your 1.5 miles. That was a big issue with people going into boot camp, is that they couldn't do the 1.5 miles. So for females, at least try to do the 1.5 miles under 18 minutes. And then for males, under 16 minutes. And of course, do your push-ups and your sit-ups. But I think the running was just the main big part of the whole entire experience. And a lot of people got asthma, and I don't want y'all to be there more than you have to, you know. And because asthma is a real thing. So many people got asthma, or they got just like separated from the Navy because they couldn't do their physical stuff. So I don't want you guys to, you've come this far, like don't let it all down just because. Don't let the whole experience, the whole career be stopped because you can't do 1.5 miles, okay? So those are some of my tips. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of long, but thank you so much for watching. And yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. So I love you guys. And if you have any more questions, comment down below, or feel free to message me on Instagram. I answer like every question. And if you have any more video or Navy related videos that you want me to do, definitely comment down below, because I've been through A school already, and I'm at my first command. So yeah, time flies. It really does. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next time.